Hey folks, um, we'll just wait a few until we decide we get some more folks on before we go on. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I have these gorgeous weird shell beads that I got in a sale the other day, and I'm going to pair them up with some glass pearls and some copper bead round spacer beads, as well as I'm going to use some silver or gold, depending on what I decide to use as a focal. I haven't decided that yet because it's like, ugh, I need something big. Hi, PK. Um, but I don't know what big I want. These shells are definitely going to need something big, though. They won't, if I put a smaller focal on here, they'd just overpower it. So we need to think what we're going to do. Now, I do have some really cool pieces that Rebecca sent me that I've been looking at here. We have these big chunky green ones. Hi, Jenny. That the biggest one might work as a just a go in between to make it be a little different. These are really big nuggets here. I also have some. Oh, I have this piece. This might work. Hi, Anita. Hi, Donna. Hi, Susie. So it would be, I might use that. I might use that. It's bigger than those beads are, and it might just give me what I want. Though I do sort of like these big chunky nuggets. Well, let's turn down and we'll see if we can find something that really touches us. That the Art Deco spacers. You mean the big 4-hole ones? Is that what you're thinking, PK? Those might work. Those actually would work. I just have to have one that'll work with the pink. Let's turn down and we'll look at them. So anyway, we're turning, guys. Okay, so here's my desk covered with things. Rebecca did send me all these wonderful bone pieces, but they just aren't working for me. Though this is sort of, but let's get out the boxes with the Art Deco pieces and see if we can find one we really like. Now we can put this side, put some gold or we can put some gold or silver spacers on it to bring these colors in. My husband's, he has what they call trigger finger. And what they are thinking needs to be done is they gave him a cortisone shot first. They said that would work in quite a few people, but it doesn't seem to be working in him. So he did say it took the pressure off and the swelling down, but it didn't make it to go away entirely. We've got this big shield style one. If this orange in here was a little more pink, I might go for it, but I don't know. This is a pretty one. I think I do have, yeah, we have a pink one here that might work since though it's not as big as the shells, so I'm not sure I want to use that or not. So, purple. Anyway, they said if that doesn't work, that he would have to have a surgery, but it's pretty minor. They said they'd do it in the office. So there is, oops, there is the purple, but it goes sideways like this, which might be fine. We could actually just do a couple of these and then put another purple one up here. Though it's not really as big as I would like it. I would like something big and chunky so that the shells don't overpower it. This might be all right. Got this big guy, but he's really modern. So it might work. Big silver and dark red. This box. This guy is pink. That's yellows. This is clear, though it probably looks a little pink, especially against me because I'm got a pink shirt on. In the corner. This corner? This one over here? This is definitely a big enough one. However, like I say, it's not pink. It just looks pink because I've got a pink shirt on. But, oh, that's big enough that it would work, though, isn't it? Hey, Cindy. What's in the second square here? This is, again, all these are the exact same. Or are you looking at this one? This is a flower, but it's browns mainly rather than reds and pinks. This one is a purple that's like the pink one that I showed you before. I actually like this one, but it's too small. See the pretty flower in the middle of that? I like these also. I'm not sure. I think I might go with this shield one because it actually is pulling because of it's like a mirror almost with except for it's faceted, but it pulls the colors that's around it. If this one was a little bigger, this purple one, I would go for it, or the pink one. And though I think that's the only pink one I have is the one. There's a black one here. This is the one I used in the black and pearl necklace the other day. No. I would like this one if it was just a little bit bigger. I think that the colors and stuff would pull it in really nicely, but it's not bigger. It has to go sit this way. I think I'm going to go with the shield. Oh, I've got all kinds of them out here still. This one would be interesting. I like this one, but it's more modern. And so whatever I make with this one is going to have to be sort of modern looking, though these shells would probably be considered modern looking. Okay, when you say the two pinks together, let's put this baby away. Are you meaning like having them sit side by side, sort of? The bottom down here? You like that? Those are my only two pink ones. I've got a grayish colored one, and oh, that one's missing. That one's stone is loose. I have to glue that. Yeah, they're a grayish white, and then I have a black. So we're going to go with the two pinks rather than our big shield, you think? Okay, we're definitely not going to use this case. Well, it was where the one was. Actually, they both were in here. What is holding you up? Go. So we do have multiples of the purple too here. But if we go with the two pinks, I'm not going to put them exactly right beside each other like that. Well, I could. That would be pretty. But I might put one of the shells in between. You know what? These are 4-hole beads. And I could string to there, and then we could string something down below it. Like, we could maybe even put the pink below. I think we're going to go with the shield. And then I have to decide, like I said, what I'm going to do at the bottom down here, because it has got 4 holes. So it's going to let me put another one here below. This is the broken one. It needs to be pulled out so I can glue it. Put that aside because I have to fix that. I'm going to put these two pink ones away for right now. Anyway, let's get some Softflex out and start stringing. I have a whole bunch of various beads here. I mean spacer beads, though there's not a great many of any of them. Though I do. I like the rope spacers, this one right here, but I don't think I'm going to have enough for this from my box. Come on, open up. Where'd it go? Actually, wonder if I have enough of these. I really like these. They're very decorative. I've been using them on the end of extender chains because they make a really pretty statement here. Hopefully I'll have enough. We'll see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is of course going to be down in the middle. I may have an uneven amount of shells here. Then we're going to put spacer, pearl, ball spacer, another pearl, and then a ball space, then another kind of this kind of spacer. to see if I can get the length I need, because this is only, well, it's not long enough to even go in for a choker, I don't think. It's only about 14 inches. 12. Oh, it's almost 16, but it's not quite. But with the additional beads, it should be long enough for what I want to do. So let's get our Softflex out. Since we're working with pink, we might as well get some pink out. Now, I think this particular pink has been discontinued, which is a pity because it's a gorgeous color. This is pink rhodochrosite. But I'm going to pull a bunch of this off, and we'll just clip it. And we're going to work right from the, we're going to work from the spool. I'm going to clip these in half. It's just a thread in between them. And these are really lightweight, so I think they're probably hollow in the middle. So let's get them divided in half here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put this guy aside. And then we're going to, like I said, I'm going to string them like, well, I've got to cut the pearls too, duh. These are Joanne pearls. But they are glass pearls. And see, they don't quite have the same color, but they're going to be sort of, dang it, come on. You've got one of those tie things at the end. Wonder if I can just... Oh, you're not going to. No running away, Pearl. I need you. So, forgot what I was going to say. Good going. These are not the same color, and that's cool. I didn't want them the same color. I do have one that's more pink, that's more the color of the pearls. I think I'll... Do I want this on first? I don't think I do. I think it's too big for the beginning. So let's see if I can find... There they are. Just a couple of daisy spacers here for the ends. And I'm going to start with 2, I think. I could get a smaller daisy spacer too because I do have tiny daisy spacers. Where'd you go? Oh, well, doesn't matter. And a pearl. One of these. Come on. Pearl. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep using these, but I'm going to use these as well and put them first so that this first one isn't sort of overpowering the pearl, but it's definitely, these are definitely of a size that it's not going to be a problem with the... Now the problem is, can I get this to go through decently? Because they are hollow. I think they're pieces of shell, regular pieces of shell that have been glued together after they've been cut. See, there's 2 pieces here to make them fit together to make this really pretty bead. Okay, so let's go through here, baby. Now, when you're going through a hollow bead, you need to get your stringing material as straight as possible. See, it's probably just winding around in there because it's not coming out. Ooh, don't drop your beads. Come on, baby, go through, find your hole. Well, who thought this was going to be such a difficult necklace to make just because it doesn't want to go through its hole here? Hollow beads can be such a pain. See how much is in there? And it wasn't finding the other hole. Maybe we'll try one of the other ones first, see if I can get it to go through. There it goes. Now see, that one was not argumentative at all. So then we'll go to you. Phone calls. Not supposed to get phone calls when we're live. That was my pharmacy probably telling me that my prescription is ready to pick up. Now let's see if you'll go through this time. I can feel it hitting the other side. It's just not going into the hole. Maybe that one will be the one that ends up to the side. It's not a happy one. It doesn't seem. Hollow beads are such a pain in the rear. They're pretty, but they're a pain in the rear. We know you'll string up. You were just on your string. What you thought? There we go. Long needle, yeah. Only problem is this is Softlex and I don't want to put it on a needle. Just need to keep it as straight as possible. Which some days is easier said than done. Need to get some more little of the other spacers here. Actually, I like it. I think it's going to be cool looking. I may actually even not use all of the big beads, because if I don't, I can leave them for some earrings or something. And this is adding quite a bit of length with the pearls in the middle there. Now, I will warn people, I'm not sure if I'm going to manage to get recorded videos for the weekend here, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, because I'll be at the Sandpoint Renaissance Festival. I'm hoping I have time to get some done before then, but if I don't, well, we won't have any. You're being difficult again. Straighten up. And that is one thing about Softlex. You can usually straighten the cord if it's going crooked. There we go. I'm going to stop when I put the fifth one on, see how long it is, because it might be long enough that we can just not put the sixth one on here. And if we don't have to put the sixth one on here, like I say, we can use them for some earrings. They are extremely light, so it won't be it won't be a hardship to have them. We could just do like this hunk right here for an earring. One, two, three, four. This one coming up is number 5. We'll put it on, and then we'll put the pearls on and see how long we are, and if we need to put the 6th one on, or if we're going to be just done and put the shield on it. I think it might be long enough right now. Once I put these on, now let's see how long it is. It's probably at least a foot long, it looks like. It's a little over a foot long. So that's plenty long enough. I don't think we need to have the 6th shell on here. So we'll put it to the side. And then we're going to get these up here so they're not going to get knocked off. I'm notorious for knocking things off my desk. We're going to put the shield on. we're going to put up, where are my little seed beads? I thought I had my clear ones right here. Oh, don't you love it when you move something and you're going, where did I put that at? I know I have it here, but where is it at? We may just go to these little white ones. I have some Miyuki ones here that I usually use for going underneath things like this, but I don't see them. I'm not sure where I put them. So anyway, I'm going to put 1 or 2 seed beads right here before the wire goes in so that it keeps everything from dopping underneath our shield piece here. Put it right there against it. Then when we put this through, we'll see. Yeah, I think that's just about right. See how it keeps the shield from going underneath the wire there. Then we're going to need some more wire out for one thing. There we go. Then we're going to put some seed beads around under here. This will keep it from rubbing your neck so much if you've got your neck right there. Now you can use bigger seed beads than these little tiny guys if you want to. These are 11s. You could use like 8s or even 6s, and it would take up a lot more space without having to use as many beads. Of course, you have to realize it's going to stand up further too. That's all right. Looks like I need maybe one more. And we'll go through the second hole. And put 2 more so we have it held back off the shield again. Then we're going to go back up our pattern just like the other side here. Hey, Rosemary. Oops. We probably could have got away with just 1 seed bead on either side here, because it looks like they're poking out the side here. On the other hand, I don't want to take all those seed beads off, so we're just going to leave it unless I made a big error over here that I need to take it off for. Didn't want to go through the pearl. Had some of the coating inside, obviously. Okay. We're going to need to get some more line out yet here in a minute, but I'm not going to worry about it quite yet. I think I like it. Though we do need to probably figure out something to do around the bottom. And we could have just taken to the pearl right here so that it was a little bit closer with the big pink shells if we wanted to, but I think I like it this way. And since we're going to have extra pink shells, since we're only going to use 10 of them, we actually could maybe make some kind of a drop from our shield with one of the other pink beads. Oops, this is the one with the thread in it. We don't want that one. Well, we might have to use it in a minute, but okay, there's number 3. We're gonna get some more line out since we still have 2 of the big pink shells, and I think it's 3 sections of these to go up the side here. So don't lose your copper ball spacers. Come here, you. All the way down. That's a good baby. Big one. That pearl needs to come off this line just because the line is driving me nuts. There we go. So this is 3 of the big pinks. We need 5 total. So we got 2 more to go on here. There we go. Hey, Janice. Big one. When I bought these pink shell beads, I didn't think they were this big. So I was like, when they came, I was like, whoa, those are good sized. But they're pretty. Go. Looks like this guy is the last one that isn't on here. It looks like I'm going to have to open this strand up for what I believe is just going to be one bead. Ah, well. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, one bead. Oh, well. C'est la vie. Let's see if I damaged that one. I did a little bit there when I scraped the scissors across it. So let's put that one aside. It needs to be in a bead cap. That is my biggest problem with, okay. It just needs 2 of these and then it's done. Well, as far as stringing is concerned. So let's put our, okay. As you can see, it's pretty, oops, come back here, you. Good thing I put a bead stopper on you. So there's the full length. Put these away. Well, no, we may use them for the bottom. We got to decide what we're going to do with the bottom down here. So we'll just leave them out for right now until I make that decision. Get over here. I don't want you dropping over, the beads dropping out over there. Okay. That includes you, though you're the damaged one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to put a lobster claw on this end. And I do have some copper chain in case I want to extend it. But I doubt if I want to extend it. It's pretty long already. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Bonnie. So, like I say, these are hollow and they are actually made up because see how they have, a lot of them have these seams in them. So I'm thinking they were probably cut to form them into this specific bead, but they're pretty cool looking. So I need to find, I'm going to use, I could use silver, but I'm going to use copper. since I have both silver and copper in this, it can go, I think we'll go with the copper. And if this was heavy, I would double crimp it, but it's not heavy. With those hollow beads, it's really lightweight, actually. Now you'll notice I put 3 crimps out, and that's because I'm going to see about doing something in here, hanging down, and so we'll want that if we're going to crimp that side. So I'm going to get, we'll get the bright copper. I don't know why these are always all stuck together in here. There's more stuck together ones. Come on. I just want a couple, not a whole bunch. Well, there's 2. Guess we'll use those 2. Then I need a lobster claw. Here we go. Let's check this one, make sure it fits good, or it's working good. This is the 15 millimeter by 8 millimeter lobster claw. I like the bigger size. Yeah, it's working fine. Because, well, I'm getting older and I don't like to have to battle to see what I'm doing. Now, Softlex will tell you that you can crimp right onto your lobster claw. I'm not going to because I don't like to. Because for one thing, if your lobster claw should break, which they do because they're just a spring in there, then you have to restring your whole necklace. No, I do not want to restring my whole necklace just because my lobster claw broke. Or maybe you have a customer who wants to buy this, but she doesn't like lobster claws. She would rather have a toggle clasp or a magnetic clasp, so you have to switch it. So if you're going to switch something anyway, have a jump ring so that you can do it easily. So now we're going to slide this baby over here. Come on, go through there. Now we'll slide everything to this direction. And I'm going to cut it right here where I have my crimp tube, because that's plenty long enough for my turn. Now, I have a thing for at least having a couple inches when I'm doing my turn, because I really, really hate having to fight with my beading wire to go back through. And if you have a short one, that's exactly what you're going to do. Come back here. Roll it, see that it's down here all the way. And I have a lot more thread than I thought I had, or beading wire, I should say. So I'm going to push it down, pull it down just a bit more so I can push this down just a bit more. And then I'm going to crimp it. I have to leave it a little space because crimping pliers have to get in there. See, there's a divot right there. You want that to get into the divot. Turn. Then you have to crimp. Like, I just keep going around in a circle crimping until it won't squish anymore, just like it is right now. Pull it. I've got a lot of extra space here, so if I wanted to, I could add some crimp covers, but I probably won't. I don't very often unless I have a really big gap. Okay, now that we've got that done, we'll take our lobster claws and put one on one side and the other on the other side with the lobster claw and the jump ring. So it's going to be jump ring on both sides, and then the lobster claw. I got these pearls. Are you talking the pearls or the shells? The shells I got from, if I remember right, I got them from Lori Matson on one of the D-Statch things. If you're talking the pearls, these regular pearls, those I got at Joann's. They were a Hildy and Joe one. Once upon a time, Joann's used to sell the glass pearls for a really good price, like $1 or $2 or something. But nowadays they don't have them so much anymore. So we'll open this baby up, put it on one end. We can put the lobster claw on this side too. And I know some people say you should put your lobster claw on one specific side. I'll tell you straight up, I don't bother. I just put it on. Now, if you want to put extender chain on, this is where you put it. I don't think I'm going to bother because it's a pretty long necklace anyway. I think we measured it to be about 24 inches. So there she's all. Now, if we wanted to leave her this way, she could be done right now. But I'm debating whether I want to see if I can figure out something to go across the bottom holes. Oh, hey, Miss Tacos. I didn't see you sneak in. These are not pearls. These are shell. Here, I'll get them close to the camera so hopefully you can see them. And they're formed shell. See how they've got seams in them? And they're hollow inside. And of course, these are glass pearls here. So there is our necklace. But do we want to figure out a way to stick a piece down below it here? I'm not leaning towards the shell down here because it's too big, I think, unless we were to go like this. But I don't think so. I'm just not liking that. So maybe if we do anything, what we want to do is just put some pearls down here. I think we've done something similar to this with the black and white necklace when we put it out. Where are you? On the other hand, I think that is too much pearls and copper because it's pulling this down, but I don't like it. I agree, Bonnie. It was too big, the shell one. We'll use those for some earrings. But I don't like this either. I was thinking I'd do that, though it's not quite to the corners. But I'm not sure I like it. I suppose we could just take a little hunk of wire and string it up and see what it behaves like when we put it on. Come on, sit down here. This is going to turn some right here too because it's got to go up into that hole. That might not be bad. It might not be bad. I'm going to cut this hunk of wire off. And if I do this, what I'm going to do is I'll go back through this other hole on this side and we'll pull this up tight and it'll sit like so. I will probably put a couple of seed beads on either side to keep it from clinking up into there, though I could get another where did I do them? There they are. I love a good daisy spacer. So we could take, I put two, but I think we'll just put one and then a seed bead. Put it back through this side. Come on, all the way up. There we go. So that's what it would look like with this piece in here. Actually sort of like that, I think. So what we need to do is we can do one of two things. We can put some more seed beads in the middle here, or we can just put a crimp tube in and crimp it back here. And I think we'll just put the crimp tube in and crimp it. So this one will go this direction, and then this one will go the opposite direction. So they're doing a crisscross inside our crimp tube. Pull it up tight, bring it over like so. Now we're going to have to hold it relatively tightly. Get over there. And then we're going to get our crimping pliers. Get in here and crimp. And then we'll turn it. Now this is tricky because you're in a small area here. But I think she's good. Let's see. Looks like it. And then we'll just cut our excess wire off. Making sure you cut the right wire. If you cut the wrong wire, it's going to be sort of heartbreaking because you'll have to cut another piece. So there we go. All finished. So I think we're ready to turn back up. And I'm going to have to put all these things away so I don't lose pieces, which is not an uncommon thing. I usually drop at least one thing on the floor every day while I'm working, so there's our necklace. Now, like I say, since we have a few of these left, I can make them into earrings, and I'll probably would just use this section right here, like so, except for not with this bigger one here. Though we might do the bigger one at the bottom with a, like this, then our bead, then we would do our pattern here. Where's my ball? There we go. And maybe two of these so it matches the very end. And I probably will do that. But it's after our hour is up. So I think it's time to go up, and then we will close up. So turning up, guys. Here we are again. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Susie. Thanks, Anita. So anyway, it is finished. There we go. That's what it looks like. I think it turned out quite nicely. Like I said, it's not very heavy because the heaviest piece is our shield, of course. These shell beads are actually extremely lightweight since they're hollow. But there it is. And I think we measured it was going to be about 24 inches. Let's get our ruler out. Actually, a little longer than 24 inches. See, it goes all the way to the bottom. So it's a longer necklace. But if we wanted to make it shorter, we would have had to have taken off this last set of shells, and then I would have probably put an extender chain on it. But goes over the head nicely. Oops, I got it crooked here. There we go. To get back so you can see it. There it goes. I think it turned out really nicely. The earrings I'm wearing. Yeah, I made those from a bargain bead box. Can't remember which one it was called. There's a necklace to match it. I just don't wear necklaces all that much. So, I'll be wearing them one this weekend because I have two that I have made to match my Renaissance outfits. But so there we go. And like I said, we do have a few extra beads, so I will use those to make some earrings. That might be tomorrow's recorded video. So we'll see y'all later. I hope you enjoyed making this necklace with me. I appreciated, oh, you want to see my earrings better? Okay. Like I say, I made these with one of the bargain bead boxes. There's a bigger sun, which is what I used for the necklace. And if I remember right, the clear of these, what do they call these beads? They've got a special name and I really love them. They were in a different box. I just combined them in because I thought they looked cute. So there's that earring. This is a fun style. I like to make this style with either the hammered ring in the middle of another ring or down below with the beaded one above. So they're a fun style to make. I think I've probably done some videos of this style of earring, but it has been a while. If anybody has any suggestions of what they would like me to make, whether I've been something that I wear that you've seen and you like, or just something that you have seen that you think I might be able to make for you. Thank you, Rosemary. Thanks, Janice. So just let me know and we will, thanks, Susie. We will do that. I can always do that. Like I said, our necklace is finished. It's 24 inches, pretty long. I could have made it smaller by taking out this hunk right here. How big would it be if I took out that hunk right there? Oh, I see I have some extra line because it just sank over here. Interesting. I may have to put a bead cover on, or a crimp cover. If I took out these beads, though, it would be right here. It'll be about 18, 19 inches. And then we could put an extender chain on if we wanted to, but I don't want to. But I do think I may be putting some crimp covers on the end because, see, I did have a bigger gap here than I thought I did, which is not bad. But most people don't pay a bit of attention to that gap, but us jewelry makers do. But it's not a necessity of life to put a cover on them, but I might just because. I do even have some nice big silver covers that would look cool. But yeah, I like the necklace. I think it turned out really nicely. And I think we're going to be going in just a moment here, and I will make thanks. I will be making the earrings that will match it, but I probably will do those in a recorded video. Maybe one for tomorrow. So we'll see y'all later. It's been nice having you here. I hope you enjoyed working with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.